This, my friends, is a 2023, which is identical to the 24, BMW 760i xDrive. Of course, it's completely identical to the i7 that we drove not too long ago. The i7, of course, is the all-electric variant of this car because this car has an S68 engine under the hood. Yes, S, which is an M motor. It makes 536 horsepower, 553 pound-feet of torque. It is a twin-turbo V8, 4.4 liters. It has a lot of cool things about it, and I'm going to tell you all about this car right away. First of all, prices in Canada start at $147,500 for the 760i, which is exactly the same price as the i7. Again, just like with the i7, this car is not for everybody, but if you feel like $200,000 is something that you can deal with, well, keep watching this video because this car is actually phenomenal. Now, as I said, under the hood, the new S68 engine has lots of improvements. For example, it has a new oil pump, which is lighter and more efficient. It has a new oil sump with more baffles, so it manages better with side G-forces and stuff. It has an electronically controlled Vanos. It is, of course, a mild hybrid with a 48-volt system. It has a reinforced crankshaft because this thing here goes all the way to 600 plus horsepower in the XM, for example. And most importantly, and most interestingly, this one doesn't have a recirculation valve anymore. It has a blow-off valve. So when you drive it hard, it actually sounds quite interesting. Like, it makes like nice little turbo noises. Of course, the car has an 8-speed automatic transmission, a sport steptronic. It is xDrive, so all-wheel drive, but it does favor the rear wheels. It has 2-axle air suspension, electronically controlled dampers, double wishbone in the front, multi-link at the rear. So since the 7 Series is the flagship BMW, it is the car that BMW showcases everything possible that they can do at the moment. This car shines in terms of mechanical stuff, craftsmanship, technology, and safety. Pedal to the metal, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour is supposed to come in 4.2 seconds. We did it in 3.9, which is mind-blowing for something that weighs 2.2 tons. However, that is 400 kilos less than the i7. In terms of fuel economy, well, this one only needs about 13 liters per 100 kilometers on average, which is not terrible for what it is. Now, regarding the looks, I get it. It's controversial. Some people don't like this face, but to be honest, it's really growing on me. In this frozen gray color, I actually really like how this thing looks. It has great road presence. Everybody's asking me about it. It does turn heads. People that have seen it up close all lose their mind. The only thing I don't like is on the side profile, the door handles. I don't like, they look like holes. I'd rather have them pop out. I get that they want to have them flush and hidden. That's fine, but I'm not a really big fan of this door handle style. Other than that, I like everything from the outside. I do like the crystal headlights. I like the nice sexy taillights. The side profile is rather flat and uninteresting, but it does have some pretty good looking wheels. Inside, however, is where you say hajaboom hajabinga because, oh my god, you lose your mind. First of all, it has all these crystal stuff, which is really cool, like Swarovski crystal or whatever it is, but it's real crystal and it's fantastic. It has this light bar that goes across, just like the i7, which you can put any color you want behind, and it also reacts to certain things. Like, for example, if you go into sport mode, it gets the colors of the the 3 colors, which is pretty cool. Then you have these amazing looking screens. I mean, you can customize everything you want here, and you can have even augmented reality for your navigation and your driving assistant stuff. The infotainment screen is also massive, really nice graphics, very usable. The only time where it gets kind of confusing is when you go into the apps and then you pick all apps, then it integrates your CarPlay apps into that screen, and then it's just like too many icons and too many things to find, but you can filter through them on the left-hand side, which is cool. You have a brilliant heads-up display with all the information you need. It's also massive color and everything. You have a really nice suede roof liner. Look at this. This is so gorgeous. The sunroof is massive and also has LED stripes in this 7 Series kind of pattern. Very nice. The Bowers & Wilkins sound system is standard. You can upgrade to the diamond one, but even the basic sound system is Bowers & Wilkins, and it sounds phenomenal. When you put your heated seats on, it doesn't only heat the seat, but it heats the armrest here, and in front of your knees, the lower panel here. So, and of course the steering wheel. So it gets very cozy when it's cold. The air vents are nicely hidden right under this light bar, and you can use this little thingy here to adjust where the air is coming from. I mean, this is the epitome of luxury. Build quality is impeccable. Hear nothing from anywhere, like everything is so tightly done. I mean, if BMW is showcasing what they can do building a car here, it's pretty convincing. This is pretty fantastic. It's much nicer than a S-Class Mercedes and for sure an Audi A8. I mean, this here is just phenomenal. It's really nice. Comfort-wise, the seats, oh boy, they're so adjustable. They give you a massage. They're ventilated, heated, you name it. Absolutely phenomenal. Everything is phenomenal. I'm going to be using that word quite a lot, it seems, in this review, but honestly, it is what it is. The engine now might be more than capable of giving this car crazy good performance, but most importantly, it's butter smooth and extremely quiet. So when you're driving this car on a regular pace, you barely notice there's an engine. They don't even have a rev meter anymore in normal mode. They give you this power percentage. Makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, because it's a mild hybrid, maybe. I don't know. When you go to sport mode, you do see the RPMs, so you can also use your beautiful paddle shifters to use the sporty, snappy transmission. The left paddle shifter here also has a little boost thing. What that does is when you press and hold, the car goes into 10-second boost mode. So then you can give it some pain right away and hear that exhaust rumble. But again, the 7 Series, the priority here is not crazy performance. Of course, you have to have it because you pay all that money, but the point here is ultimate luxury and comfort. And can I tell you, this air suspension, it deals with potholes like the mafia deals with snitches. Really quick, and nobody really understands how they disappear. It's like, done. You don't feel anything on the road here. It's so plush, so comfortable. Even the sport mode, it's still amazing. At the same time, the car handles pretty damn well. I mean, it has a huge wheelbase. So having a huge wheelbase and massive tires, it does mean that it can hold the road really well. Grip limits outright are really, really high. And it actually also feels very nice to drive because you have the integral 4-corner steering. So when you go at slow speeds, the rear wheels turn in the opposite direction from the front. So you can like make this car really turn. It's like really funny. It makes it feel so small. But then at high speeds, the rear wheels turn with the front up to 3.5 degrees. So that gives incredible stability and improves grip limits also. So there you go, showcasing cocky engineering. In terms of technology, you have to see the augmented reality navigation and driving assistance on the highway. It has the Driving Assistant Plus, which means when you set your cruise control, the moment it says Driving Assistant Plus ready, you let go of the steering wheel, 2 green lights come on here, and then the car takes over. If it's in any way unsure, it will beep beep, flash yellow here, say take over, your turn, and it will hand it to you. So you have to be paying attention. There's no auto drive and then film little clips for OnlyFans. So what you really need to know about this car is that it looks amazing, it's built incredibly well, and it's fantastic to drive. But where it gets even better than all that is in the back seat. Before we go to the back seat, I want to tell you that from 100 kilometers an hour to 0, it stopped in 38 meters, which is another great number. Shows you that it has fantastic brakes, and it does. Big M calipers in the front. So this thing does go, and it does stop, and it does turn. The trunk is 540 liters, so it's not the biggest possible trunk for such a big vehicle, but it is, I think, the biggest in the category. It's still pretty damn big. It has, of course, a power opening. Now, let's go to the back seat and see what it's like over there. Okay, the back seat, as you can see, wonderfully nice and comfortable here. I have the nice little pillow here, privacy curtain. This is so comfortable. The seat itself feels as nice as the front, like it has full body support, which is very nice, very welcome. Honestly, I have my little thing here for accessories, USB port right there. Obviously, I have my air vents. Beautiful scenery everywhere. Like any direction I look at, what I see is brilliant. I'm so comfortable. And then I can pull the armrest down and look at this. Underneath here, I have more space. I have 2 USB-C ports. I have a wireless charging port right here. And look what else I have. 2 cup holders. So Very nice stuff here. Ultimately comfortable, I have to say. The screen over here, you swipe up this little screen thingy, and you can adjust the display properties. You can turn the wireless charger on and off. You can change the My modes, which is really annoying for the driver, but you can pick, you know, the relax, expressive, digital art, personal, whatever. And then you can, of course, adjust your seats. You can position everything just the way you want it. I'm gonna recline myself a little bit now because why not? Why not be a little bit extra comfortable? Look at this. Oh my God, I could sleep back here. I could go like, whoo, so far. I can turn on my massage. I could say, yeah, give me a nice whole body activation. Yeah, full speed, full intensity. And of course you can, you know, operate the blinds. You can open and close the blinds. You can do open all, close all. And of course you can change the lighting. So you can do the ambient lighting, or you can activate your reading lights. Right there, see the light. Anyway, this back seat is insane. Back to the front. So in a nutshell, is the 7 Series the daddy of the category? Well, I think between this, the S-Class, and the Audi A8, it really is down to personal preference. This one is probably the most expensive one, especially once you start optioning it. It can go sky high. But you know what? I think if I had the money for this kind of category, I think this is second best to the Maybach Mercedes, the S-Class. The Maybach just has that special appearance thing. In reality, nothing much, but it's just because the badging gives it that extra wowza thing. But you know what? This 760 for somebody, for example, in Germany, I can't stop thinking of a CEO that lives in Dusseldorf but has to go to, you know, Munich daily, and he just wants to hit the Autobahn and just go wherever he needs to go and come back, and maybe on the way back somebody else will drive for him and he'll chill in the back. It's just insane to see what manufacturers can do. I mean, the auto parking works insanely well. The backup assistant is crazy. Like, it has all this technology that eventually will trickle down to the lower series. And these cars, these are the R&D vehicles of the companies. This is where they showcase. It's like the CES. We show you what we can do, and then eventually you'll get it on the more humbler models. So yes, I'm excited to see what's going to come down the road, but you know what? This car is a solid 9.5 out of 10. It is crazy good. It is big. And I have to say, the only negative thing I found about it is the signal stock here. It just feels very cheapy. The one for the windshield wipers is damped, so not so much. But the one for the signals feels kind of shitty. Other than that, everything is great. I would love to see a rear view mirror that has the camera, because if you option this with a theater screen that comes down and unfolds, just like we had in the i7, you can't see squat in the back. So that still is a problem. Other than that though, holy moly, this car is amazing. So, thank you for watching. I hope you're well. Be well, stay well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Perfect. perfect.